channel. It's Andy O'Reilly over in Muskegon Heights, and you know that face, but you don't know her from Muskegon Heights. We're moving.
We are moving.
Read Muskegon has got a brand new place in Muskegon Heights. It's part of the new normal. Jake Ekholm was going to join us, but city managers get tied up. This here, Melissa Holt Moore, she is the executive director of Read Muskegon. You won me. I mean, we started telling the story, about a year ago?
Yeah, I think it was just about a year ago.
Talking a little bit about the programs you offer and things like that.
Yeah.
Give everybody the update. Talk about Read Muskegon.
All right. So we started in 2005.
Okay.
Super small, all volunteer run. I was hired about almost exactly 4 years ago
Really?
to help as the first executive director to kind of help grow us to the level we needed to be to provide services in Muskegon County. We think there are about 21,000 or more adults who struggle to read in our county.
Wow.
Meaning they read about 4th grade level and below.
Okay.
They also have children, and those children are not going to be as successful in life if they have parents who don't know how to help them succeed. So we've really kind of expanded our scope of how we're trying to tackle the issue of adult illiteracy by also focusing on those kids, the really young ones, and trying to help them before they get to be adults.
Sure.
So as part of that, we wanted to be as accessible as possible to the community we're trying to serve. We always had this vision. From the time I was hired, it was laid out to me like, someday we want to have this center. We want to have this place where people can walk by and stop in and see what's going on, get some help, volunteer. And
the church wasn't a bad location, but it just didn't really have that foot traffic.
It was not.
Yeah.
So we started at Muskegon Area District Libraries.
Okay.
We were there for several years, which was great, out on Airline Road. Moved to Central United Methodist Church downtown, which was another great location.
It's an incredible building.
It's a beautiful
I've been
building.
through there a couple of times on different things.
And they've done a lot to really reach out. Kids Food Basket is in there, 211 is in there. Really great space. But for our vision, it wasn't going to provide us what we needed in the long term. But we thought we were going to still be there for several years, at least. As a small organization, I was really focused on not wanting to put a lot of money into overhead that should be going into our programs.
Right.
So Jake Ekholm started at Muskegon Heights as the city manager, and one of my board members said, you should go and talk to him. He's doing some really creative things, looking at some Downtown Development Authority owned buildings, trying to make them available at a very affordable rate to bring people in. So I was in his office, I don't know, maybe November, early December, kind of said, well, this is what we want someday.
Yeah.
And he said, I think I've got exactly the building for you. The rent's going to be about $200 a month.
Really?
For 2,600 square feet. So what they did is they look at the property tax, and our rent is covering, for a couple of years, the cost of property tax. So all of a sudden it put our vision of this literacy center that we wanted to open on the fast track.
Boom.
Because there is this building, which we're sitting in right now, 26 East Broadway, 2,600 square feet. So we went from one room that's not much bigger than what we're sitting in now to this big space. We've got storefront out here. We're seeing people walk by, waving, stopping in. We're not officially open yet, but it has been an amazing ride for us, an amazing opportunity to kind of be at the forefront of what Kim Sims and the DDA and Jake Ekholm are trying to do in the city. And so thanks for coming and checking it out.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I took a walk through the building here. I was in here last night for a few minutes. It's what you'd expect at this point. It's kind of an empty, but the sign on the front says exactly what I think too. The sign on the front out there says, this is not an empty building. This is a building full of potential.
Yes.
And I think that's a big deal.
Yes.
I mean, to know that you're moving into the Heights and bringing, it's not like this is a dead area where you're at. There's a fitness center right next door. A couple other neighbors down that way I saw.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what they all did, but that fitness center, hey.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You got a gym right next door.
Yeah, and I think Two Sisters just opened up a gift artist shop.
Cool.
Just a couple down, again, through the program with the DDA. So
great things
I really
are happening.
believe, I was standing outside the other day washing some windows and met two gentlemen that were in town from, I believe, Lansing, looking at another building. So I really feel like there's a momentum.
Yeah,
and
it's everywhere.
We were lucky to kind of get in on the ground floor.
Talk about the building itself. What's going to go on in here once? I mean, you got some work to do. I mean, clearly, some moving. When's the moving date?
Tomorrow.
Oh, I'm
Thursday.
busy. Sorry.
Yeah. So again, we went from this very small space. We don't own a ton of stuff. So our move will the guys in the exit program, the jail reentry program we're working, are volunteering their day tomorrow to help us move. We will be open regular business hours or during our office hours starting in June.
Cool.
But we'll be a work in progress for a while. Yeah. And then we hope to have official ribbon cutting probably back to school time.
Nice.
Early September. We'll do it, daytime.
Everything.
Yeah, we'll probably still be a work in progress for a while after that. But so once we're up and running, it'll happen in phases. We will have a family literacy area. So we will run parent-child programs focused again on the preschool, mostly 0 to 3, but up to 5-year-old. Cooking classes, play and learn groups, all kinds of different programs focused on them. And we'll have a place where they can just drop in, read a book, maybe get a healthy snack, take a book, or some cards home. We just got a huge donation from School Zone based down in Grand Haven. We're going tomorrow as well to pick up a big donation of stuff from them that we'll be able to distribute.
You mean people in Muskegon and Grand Haven are getting along?
Looks like it, right? Looks like it. And then we'll have... This room we're sitting in eventually will be a classroom.
Okay.
So the same kinds of programs that I know it needs a little expansion.
Well, you're going to expand that wall.
Yeah, so we're going to move this wall. And we did just get a great company out of Twin Lake, Meticulous Builders, has volunteered their expertise and their manpower to help us move that wall sometime hopefully in the next month.
Awesome.
Which is great. So in this classroom, we will take some of the kinds of work we've been doing in the jail at Michigan Works and provide it for people who aren't necessarily part of either of those programs. So we'll be doing job readiness classes, helping people who need just a little bit more help to apply for a job, to learn the vocabulary they might need, to be, maybe go into one of the trades or go into a certified nurses class or, serve safe.
Life skills.
Yeah. We will also be doing some ESL, English as a Second Language classes in here. And it will also be a space where we can host community partners. So if people want to use this space as a meeting and we're a meeting space and we're not using it for something else, we want to make that available. Just outside of this room.
It's like a tornado coming into town. I love it.
I know. So just outside of here, we'll have eventually a couple of computer stations so that when our tutors or learners who are in some of our classes want to work on a resume, want to do some job applications, we'll have some online programs they can use, learning programs, they'll be able to check in and do that. We will have a private tutor room just next to that where our tutors, they have to meet in public when they do one-on-one. So this will be another space that they can reserve to meet with their learners, and all of our resources will be here. We'll be doing lots of stuff.
Amazing.
As much as we'll have a lot of drop-in stuff.
Sure.
We want to be a part of a lot of different things that are happening in the community. So hopefully we'll be in the parades. We'll be hanging out at Rowan Park when they've got activities going on.
The 2,000-man march is coming up. Eddie's big thing.
Yeah, I got to give him a call.
I love Eddie. You'll love Eddie too. Have you ever met him?
Briefly.
Greatest guy on earth. Just one of the best guys you'll ever come across.
Yeah.
Love the guy.
Yeah. So we, I feel like part of what we want to do, because this is such a big step forward and has happened fairly quickly, is really look at how we can best serve the community.
Sure.
Listen to what we're doing right already, build on that, but also what else we could be doing. What are going to serve some of those needs, especially again for the adults that need a little bit of extra support to be able to be successful in life as far as literacy.
It's a step in the right direction.
For sure.
I would imagine you're having a benefit sometime this year. You want to get a quick plug in for that?
Yes, we don't have all the details yet, but we do our annual donor event. I think it's going to be at the end of August. I think we're going to be at the Folkert Hub.
Oh, cool.
And we, it's the one time a year that we really straightforward make an ask for contributions. We will take them at any time.
Absolutely.
And with this building does come, even with a lower rent, some increased expenses. But we will make sure that those details are on our list or on our website when it's ready. In the meantime, we do have a wish list of things. I always say to people when I'm talking, you know, it's like that first time you move into an apartment, or you're going out on your own. I remember the night we were ready to sign for our first house. And I was up all night thinking, oh my gosh, we don't own a lawnmower. and I was just in a panic. And I felt the same way the first night we were getting ready to move in here. I'm like, we don't have a vacuum cleaner. We've never had to vacuum our own floors. We don't, we have to supply toilet paper. And people laugh when I say that. But, there's a lot of those day-to-day things that were part of the places we were before that are now our responsibility. So that list of just those little things, paper towels and hand soap and stuff will be on our website as well.
Put a link here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And that vacuum cleaner is still on there too. So.
Hey, you know what? I grew up in a house full of Kirby's. My dad was like a Kirby vacuum cleaner fanatic. I go now, it just must drive me nuts because I won't spend more than $80 on a vacuum, and when it's done, it's done. I throw it out.
Well, I'm hoping to get one that lasts a little.
Yeah, I know.
But we've gotten some great support already. The Community Foundation gave us a really nice grant to help buy some furniture and stuff. But we just wanted to get in the space first and kind of have a look at how we want to set things up instead of just going out and purchasing stuff first.
I knew you were a rock star the day I met you. This is great stuff. It's right downtown in Muskegon Heights. 26 East Broadway is going to be the new home of Read Muskegon. Check that website out. If there's anything you can help with, click on it. Get a hold of Melissa here, and she will get you involved. Great job. Congratulations.
And stop by in June. We'll be open every day.
We might just do that.
Awesome.
We've been known to show up places like that.
All right, you're invited.
Melissa Holt Moore, it's Read Muskegon. Their brand new location in Muskegon Heights. All the details are right here on the Muskegon channel.